Guys, it's December 16th. I'm trying to break up the cabin fever a little bit. I've been sick since this past Wednesday, and I've had the stomach flu, been puking my guts out, been feeling awful. But I got Slim with me tonight, just me and him. I'm gonna flip him back here in these woods behind me and see if he can get on a good track, maybe get it treed. Pretty warm compared to what it's been like. It's in the mid 40s right now. It was in the 40s all day today. So, I mean, it's chilly obviously, but it ain't like it has been the past couple weeks. It's been pretty miserable, but I'm gonna get him collared up here and get him turned out. I'll get back with you in a few minutes. They always get drained out first, don't they? See if he can get in there and get something going. There he goes. Slim just opened up on a track in there. He's only about 150 yards, but he hit it pretty hot and heavy. We'll see what he can do with it here. I've been watching him on the Garmin. Before he opened up, I knew that he was smelling something because just the way he was moving and how fast he was moving, back and forth, back and forth. Hopefully he'll be able to pull something together here. We'll see. All right, I just got back up here to my truck. I got Slim loaded up. The last time I talked to you, he had just struck a track. He was about 150 yards and was moving out with it, you know, pretty good. And I don't know, maybe 10 minutes after I got done making that last video, I heard some coyotes kick up, and there was, I don't know, 3 or 4 probably, and they had got after him. He had got a little over 700 yards. He was down by a big creek, kind of going parallel with that creek, and making his way up to kind of a busy road. So I started walking. I was gonna go up and get in my truck and drive around and try to cut him off before he got to that road. Well, I was probably about 100 yards from my truck, and I heard them coyotes kick up, you know, start up, and it kind of sounded pretty close, you know, and I looked at the Garmin, and the way he was moving compared to how he started moving after I heard them coyotes and they were in his direction, he kind of just started beelining right up toward where the truck was parked. And so I got up there and waited and was watching him on the Garmin, and eventually he kind of did like a big zigzag, but he finally made it back up to me. He covered 700 yards and I don't know, seemed like about 30 seconds, but he was flying. I mean, if those coyotes weren't after him, he sure thought they was, but I think they did kind of start tracking him some. I've only had one dog actually get attacked by coyotes in my entire life. It was the first dog I ever owned. It was a walker dog. I was hunting out in Western Ohio with a friend of mine that kind of helped me get into it when I was young, and we were hunting on a farm, and a pack of coyotes got after our dogs, and my dog's name was Jake, and they bit Jake's butt up real bad, you know, as he was running, trying to get away from him. Bit his tail completely in half. It was hanging on by the smallest amount of skin. And I took him to the vet that next morning, and they did whatever they do, you know, they stapled it or sewed it or whatever. They got it back on, but it was all the way through the cartilage or whatever that is in the tail there. But that was my worst experience with coyotes. And then tonight I was kind of having flashbacks, you know, and that dog that got attacked when I first started, he was, you know, I think he was 4 or 5 years old, so he was a broke dog. I'd hate to get Slim ate up as a pup and ruin him or possibly kill him. So, but he made it back to me safe and sound. I got him loaded up in the box, and I'm gonna go ahead and head to the house. I'm definitely not full of energy yet, like I was before I got sick. I'm still kind of under the weather a little bit, but I tried to tough it out and get out here and at least get to hunt one night, you know, of the weekend. I got to go back to work starting tomorrow, so. But sorry for the short, boring video. I kind of intended for it to be a little bit more interesting, but it's just how it is, man. It's not excuse my language, but it's not balls to the walls every single time you go. It's not, you know, treeing one coon after another. That's not real life. You're not going to do it every time you go to the woods, but it's sure a lot funner when you do. But this is part of it, so I'm going to head on to the house and get in the bed, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.